Hello everyone, I'm Harvey and welcome to a new video on my YouTube channel. As you can see, I finished 4th overall and 1st in England in the 2021 season in FPL, and I would like to share some tips and tricks to help you along your FPL journey. Let's dive straight into it. So looking back at my game week 25 points, I got 83, which was 9 above the average of 74. So another average game week really. Obviously Alisson, Trent, Salah and Rodgers had a double game week this week. Salah just producing like he always does. He came away with an 8-pointer and a 12-pointer in back-to-back game weeks, which meant that captain has got 20 points more. So yeah, he's just ridiculous this season. I think he's only 40 points or so away from breaking the record for the whole season. He's got 13 game weeks left, so well, technically 12 without that blank. So yeah, he's just a man possessed at the moment, and yeah, even against City away next week might be a captaincy shout, which is just unheard of really. But yeah, just really pleased with him, and I'm surprised that he's not anywhere near 100% owned at the moment, because it may be just the inactive players that haven't owned him all season, but yeah, he's just an absolute essential player in FPL right now. And obviously Trent came with a 13-pointer. I count myself a little bit lucky really, because he had 2 early substitutions, the 63rd minute in that fixture against Wolves, and then the 65th against Villa. So that meant that he banked the clean sheet against Wolves, and obviously they conceded later on, and he also scored against Villa, which was kind of a lucky goal as well because it was deflected, but at the same time he's getting in the right areas, and yeah, I don't see why I'd sell him, maybe after the blank, but again the fixtures either side of that blank are really good as well, so yeah, I'd hold on to him if I've still got him, which I do. Same with Salah and Alisson really, because obviously just once you get past that City fixture, who haven't been firing on all cylinders either, so yeah, once you get past that one it's basically pretty green. So yeah, if you have Liverpool defenders or Alisson in my case, then I'd keep hold of them if you can. I am on free hits 29, that is the plan at the moment, so obviously that works for me because I've got the blank, but I can understand if you're not on free hit 29, then obviously you would sell your Liverpool players, but I think Salah's the one that remains, despite any chip strategy. But yeah, pleased with my Liverpool players apart from Alisson really. But yeah, Trent came away with 13 points out, and obviously Alisson conceded in both games, so he didn't bank the clean sheet. But I think slot owner's got 13 points this week, which is decent, but again, not as many points I thought he would get, because they haven't been scoring more than 2 goals in the last 4 games, which is when people have owned slots. So I've kind of got away with that one, and I'm saving my assistant manager chip until later on in the season. But yeah, obviously it would have been nice if Liverpool kept 2 clean sheets for Alisson, but that would have meant that slots owners got the same points as well. So yeah, it's swings and roundabouts really. And obviously Rodgers disappointed, although in the first game against Ipswich, I believe, yeah, nearly 1 expected goal involvement. He got 0.95. So yeah, I count myself a little bit unlucky with him. And again, he blanked against Liverpool. He's quite quiet in that game, but that was the bonus game really, within that double game week. But yeah, he didn't come away with any returns, which is disappointing. But yeah, it's not the end of the world. And then obviously the other returns on my team are Chris Wood, that's on the bench, which is the glaring mistake that I made this week. I swapped him out for Isak pretty much 2 hours before the deadline, which in hindsight was a bad decision, but I looked at that Bournemouth away fixture where he was just non-existent really. You can look at that 0.01 expected goal involvement, and City's defence, they've got a few injuries, so I thought I'd go for Isak instead, but obviously that backfired and he had a really quiet game against City. So yeah, obviously if I was to turn back time I would have gone for Wood, but it is what it is. And then obviously Gabriel, my defence, got a clean sheet against Leicester away. Expected goals against was 0.22, which is just ridiculous. So yeah, the Arsenal defence is still going strong, and I'm glad I own him. Mateta obviously came away with a goal and 1 bonus against Everton. I expected Palace to beat Everton in that fixture, which is why I obviously brought in Daniel Munoz, which obviously backfired a little bit because obviously he didn't get a clean sheet and he conceded 2 goals. And then obviously Eze didn't start the fixture, which was a little bit of a surprise. But he looked quite lively when he came on in the second half, so I'm not going to rush into selling him. But yeah, just an average game week really. Obviously Watkins, I think, returned with a 15-pointer. So anyone with him, I'm probably looking at 100+ points this week. But yeah, it's still an average week, and I think I'm still in the top 100k, so it's not the end of the world. But we will move on to next week. So looking at my team for game week 26, I've got Alisson in goal against City away, which is not the ideal fixture, but I haven't got another backup keeper, so I'm easily going to play him and not going to overthink that. If they get a clean sheet, that's a bonus really, but as I said previously in this video, they've actually got decent fixtures either side of that City and at the blank in 29, so yeah, I'm going to hold on to him for the foreseeable future. And the same with the other Liverpool players as well. You'll notice that I've benched Trent at the moment, purely because of those early subs, and I think the fixture is worse than the 3 defenders that I've put out this game week. So yeah, I'm going to trust my gut with that and keep Trent on the bench for this week, but there might be another glaring mistake like Chris Wood last week, but we'll obviously wait and see. I don't need to speak about Salah because he's just a different animal at the moment. Palmer, I can see owners getting a bit frustrated. He actually went down in price again overnight. I'm recording this on Friday, so yeah, I don't understand why people are selling him before the Southampton and Leicester at home fixtures. And he obviously plays in 29 as well, which is a blank game week for most, well, for some assets in FPL anyway. So yeah, I don't understand the pull between actually selling him this week, but yeah. Anyway, moving on, we've got Mbeumo as captain. Leicester away. I think at the moment I'm going to stay with him. It's between him and Isak for me. I think I'm going to go different from Salah, just to try and boost my rank a little bit, but. Yeah, I think Mbeumo was lively against West Ham, despite not come away with anything. Yeah, you can see 0.67 expected goal involvement, so that's still quite decent for a midfielder. And he's obviously on all set pieces, and Leicester are one of the worst defences at the moment, so I think that's definitely a fixture to target, and he's probably the best option in terms of the fixtures this game week, sorry. So yeah, I think I'll end up on him. Obviously Isak is another shout, but Forest have been unreal defensively, and away from home they seem to be better than they are at home in terms of their defensive numbers. So yeah, I'm leaning towards Mbeumo at the moment, but Isak is definitely a good option if you want to go there. I see Rodgers and Wood are in the team at the moment, but they may leave the team this week for CUNHA and Kluivert. I've got the exact amount of money to do those moves, so I may live to regret that, because obviously Chris Wood has been firing on all cylinders at the moment. But yeah, I think in the long run that will benefit my team more, and I think Rodgers' fixtures coming up are, yeah, they're okay, but at the same time I think I'd prefer to maximise my points and go for someone else like Kluivert. Definitely a Bournemouth midfielder, but yeah, I'm leaning towards the penalty taker and Kluivert this week, but obviously I'll discuss my transfers in the next video. And then Mateta to complete my forward lineup. He's just, again, really consistent ever since I brought him in, which is good. And yeah, as I said before, he's on penalties. He's just a really lively attacker at the moment. As you can see, 1.24 expected goal against Everton, 2.25, that's ridiculous, against United as well. So yeah, really happy with him at the moment, and even though Fulham away is not the best fixture on paper, I'm still going to play him. And then obviously moving to my bench, Eze is on the bench at the moment. I may switch him for Rodgers just for now, just in case I don't actually make that switch to Kluivert. But yeah, I've been put off by that benching in the last game week, where he came on in the second half for an academy product. I think it's called Delveni. So yeah, obviously that was a bit unexpected, but at the same time I think he is still nursing an injury. So yeah, hopefully he has an extended run on the team from now onwards. Otherwise he will leave the team eventually. And then obviously Aït-Nouri nearly got a clean sheet against Liverpool. They actually, the expected goals against wasn't too bad considering they're at Anfield, 1.66. So yeah, Wolves are definitely a stronger asset this season after Pereira was appointed. But yeah, I'm just keeping him for the fixtures going forward really. As you can see, they're just unreal. you can include Tottenham and United in that if you want to as well, up until 35, where I'm likely going to wildcard. So yeah, I'm just obviously going to keep him. I'm not going to overreact in terms of the fixtures lately, because he's had a really poor run of fixtures. But yeah, obviously I'm going to hold on to him for the foreseeable future and maybe play him against Fulham or Everton in 27 or 28. But yeah, the team's looking good for this week. Obviously, Mbeumo captain, Isak vice, as discussed previously. Let's hope for another green arrow and hopefully move into the top 50k. Thank you for watching this episode. If you could please like, subscribe and comment on what I should do next, that would be great. See you in the next one.